Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are...
Hi everyone, I'm Marie from Southern Country Living, and I hope everyone is having a great day today. Today I'm making an easy dessert, and then Calvin is going to come on right after me, and he's going to make a pork chop meal, and so my dessert is going to go along with that meal just great. Don't you think, Calvin?
I think it will go good together, Marie.
And this is a real easy recipe, so let me get started on it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump in my cake mix. It's beautiful here in Georgia today, but it was a little chilly when we woke up, wasn't it, Calvin?
Yeah, I actually thought about turning the heat on.
And so I'm going to be using this chocolate cake mix right here. And then I'm going to be using 2 cans of cherry pie filling. And you want to use 2 cans, and you don't want to skip and just use one unless you're going to half this recipe. And also, this is optional. The cherries are optional. And I didn't have any chocolate cake icing, but I did have this sugar-free, so I'm going to just use what I have today, but you don't even have to use a frosting on it. The cake is just good with just the cherries and the cake mix. And so you don't have to put any eggs in this. This is called a 2-ingredient chocolate cake, and some people call it a dump cake. But if you say, why is it called 2 ingredients? I see more than that. Well, that's because I'm adding more, but you can just use the cake mix and the cherries, and then it'll be 2 ingredients. So I'm going to just get all the lumps out of this right quick. Okay, I think that's got all the lumps out. And this will be a stiff batter. Here lately I've been making a lot of recipes with the stiff batter. Okay, so now then I'm going to add in my cherries. You could also put 2 cans of apple filling in it too, and use white cake mix or yellow cake mix and make it an apple dump cake or a 2-ingredient apple cake. But this is what I chose to use today. I thought this would be good. And it's very easy to make. And with the price of eggs, there's no eggs in it. So that's good. But eggs have been coming down. All right. Okay, so now then I'm going to stir this all in, incorporate it. Can't get any easier than this. All it requires is a lot of stirring. Get all of this off the bottom. think I got all that off the bottom now. So now I'm ready to dump this thing. And this is my heavy bowl, so it's not going to be easy. This way. This is one of the most heaviest bows. Should have used my plastic bow.
Would you like me to hold that for you, Marie?
Oh no, thank you, Kevin. I think I can do it. It's just a heavy bow. Looks like I will remember that when I do my recipes. Okay, I want to get all of this in here. And I'm short too, so I have to stand on my tiptoes to get it in there. Okay. Okay. Get some of this off of my hands. So I'm going to spread this all out. And I did spray my pan with canola oil. You can use whatever oil that you like to use. Okay, I got this smoothed out now, and I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven and cook it for about 35 minutes, but I will be keeping my eye on it, and I suggest you do too, because all of our ovens cook a little different. So when this cooks, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, my cake is finished baking now, so we'll get it out. And this is how it looks. It smells really good, doesn't it, Calvin?
It sure does, Marie.
And it's been cooking for about 35 minutes. So I'm going to set it over there, and now Calvin's going to start on his pork chop meal. So Calvin, get over here and get started.
Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. What we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Yeah, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin, and Marie just got through getting the cake out of the oven. So while it's cooling off, I'm going to make us some pork chops for our meal today. And this is called a pork chop supreme meal. It's a pretty common meal. I'll be using 4 of these boneless pork chops. We picked these up at Walmart. They were not on sale, but we're going to use them anyway. So first thing I'm going to do is get over here and get started. I want to brown them on both sides. And also, I'm going to put just a little bit of salt and pepper on these. Not a whole lot. Okay, those are starting to brown. While they're starting to brown, I'm going to go ahead and start on the mix for it. This is 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Okay, then I'm going to add 1 pack of I'm not going to add the box. I'm going to add 1 pack of Lipton onion soup.
I'm trying not to laugh.
I don't know if you hear that or not, but Marie's over there cackling good.
I've done that so many times.
And I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of milk. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to put some in there. Okay. Check these pork chops real quick. I don't want to cook them. I just want to get them good and brown on each side. Okay. Stir this up, mix it up real good. Marie said you've done that a couple of times.
I certainly have.
That makes a good blooper, don't it?
That does.
Okay, I've got that mixed up real good. And what I'll do is I'll just set this to the side for just a minute. Go ahead and put this milk back up because it don't need to be sitting out.
I'm getting a little hungry, Kevin, so I can't wait till this meal's done.
It won't be long. Okay, I'm going to use I think this is an 8 by 11 casserole dish. And I will spray it just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put the potatoes in. I've already got these potatoes peeled and sliced real thin. So I'll just go ahead and put a layer of potatoes in here. And I used, actually I used 4 small potatoes. The recipe only calls for 3, but I wanted to be sure we had plenty of potatoes in here. Is that okay, Marie, to do that sometimes?
You can make it your own, Kevin. That's what I do.
Especially when it involves potatoes. I love potatoes. Okay, let's see what we got over here now. Okay, I'll go ahead and turn these over. They have browned on one side. You don't want to get them completely done. You just want to brown them and sear them just a little bit. Okay, the potatoes look good there. Marie, I believe this recipe calls for 350, don't it, on the oven?
I think that's what it calls for. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll go ahead and set the oven for 350. The oven is hot already because Marie just got through cooking the cake. Okay, these are brown enough now. So what I do, I just lay them in here on top. Okay, now I'm going to take the French onion mix and I'm going to put it on top. And I'm primarily going to put it on top of the pork chops, but some of it's going to run over onto the potatoes. That French onion soup sure does smell good, Marie. Marie and I, we were standing here just a few minutes ago, and we have a bird feeder that's just right here mounted onto our sliding glass doors. And there was a real cute little bird that landed in the bird feeder. And didn't have the camera aimed that direction, so I couldn't get a picture of it right then. But I told Marie, I said, I wish I had a camera aimed that direction all the time. Okay, I'm going to spread that around a little bit. And like I said, it'll be running off onto the potatoes and cooking.
I bet that would be good with some sliced onions on it too.
It would be good with onions and anything else, but this is just a good basic recipe. I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil, and then we'll put it in the oven. And it says it takes about an hour to get completely done. So your cake may be done by the time this is done. What do you think, Marie? It's got your cake will have to cool for a while, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going in the oven, and we will see you in about an hour. Okay, our cake is still cooling down. It's going to be probably a good 30 minutes or longer before it's completely cooled, isn't it, Marie? And so we've got our pork chops in the oven cooking. So we decided we're going to go ahead and make some fried okra. And we did have a pack of okra in our freezer, so we're going to use it and get it fried up. And Marie will be frying the okra for us.
The secret to frying okra is make sure your grease is hot, and also don't turn it, keep turning it over and over. When I put mine in the pan, I wait till it gets brown and then I turn it just one time. That way it's not mushy.
Okay, I didn't want to step in front of you, Marie, but I just want to let everybody know a few minutes ago when I was browning the pork chops, I forgot to turn my overhead camera on. So we don't have any overhead shots of that, but we do have it on now so we can get some overhead shots while Marie is frying this okra.
Okay, I think my oil is hot enough now. When the garden okra comes in, Calvin, and we batter it our own self, that'll be some really good okra.
Yeah, I love that fresh okra from the garden.
Yeah. This is real good too.
For store-bought okra, this is about the best one we found, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll let that sit there until it gets brown on one side, and then I'll turn it over. Okay, my okra is ready to flip now. It's good and brown on one side. So I turn it over and let it get brown on the other. There's some good fried okra. And our pork chops will be done in about 10 minutes, and we'll be back and plate it up.
Okay, we're back. The pork chops is finished. Marie's got the okra finished. And she also made us some sweet tea. And that looks good, Marie.
Yeah, your pork chops look good too.
Thank you, Marie. The cake that Marie has cooked is still cooling, so it's how much longer do you think it's going to be? About at least 30 more minutes
Yeah.
or so. It's going to be a little while. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and make us a plate and go ahead and enjoy our meal. And then Marie will come back and she'll put the frosting on the cake and finish it up and do a taste test on it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get some of that cake because it really looks good.
For 2 ingredients, it was really easy. But, you know, if you don't count the frosting and the cherries.
Okay, let me see if I can get some of this out without making a big mess. Okay, there's one plate, Marie. I'll let you put some okra on there. And this is perfect meal for 2 people. You can serve it 2 times. Let me get a fork.
I love okra. It's one of my favorite vegetables.
Oh yeah, I definitely love okra. And I've already tried one piece of it just to taste it.
I don't like it when it's all scrambled up and greasy though.
Yeah.
Is that enough, Calvin?
That's enough, Marie. That looks good.
Okay.
I'll just say it right here. Okay, let me get a couple of pictures of our plates. Then we're going to go in there and eat. We'll come back with you in just a little while and we'll do the cake, won't we, Marie?
Yeah.
And when we come back, we'll let you know how we like the pork chops and potatoes. We've never made this specific recipe before, but the okra, we've made it many times, haven't we? So,
Yeah.
okay, so we'll see you in just a little while.
Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
Okay, my cake has cooled off now, and so I'm ready to ice it or frost it. And Calvin, that meal was so good. You really did really good on it.
Well, you did too, Marie. You made the okra, but I enjoyed the potatoes. The potatoes were delicious, and the pork chops, they were very good, and I was able to eat them even with my false teeth. And so I don't like to tell everybody about my false teeth, but
Well, they were definitely good.
yeah, they were good.
Okay, so I guess now then I'm going to frost this cake.
Breaks my heart seeing you struggle with the things you do, carrying the world on your shoulder. When did we become so much older? Now I wish I could say that all my troubles gonna blow away, but I won't quit until it.
Okay, I got my icing on now, so I'm ready to do the cherries. This would be a quick and easy dessert to carry anywhere. Okay. Okay, so let me rinse this up. Okay, here's my chocolate cake now, so let me do the taste test. It's very delicious and very moist too. You can taste those cherries in there and that dark chocolate icing. So I'm gonna eat the cherry. It is so delicious. This is a really good cake. It's very moist. If you make this cake, you won't be disappointed. So I'm gonna close out our video now. So y'all do what you love and love what you do, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here